Welcome to GearFest 2023. I'm Mitch Gallagher, and I have the pleasure of being your host for this installment of our annual Gear and Music Extravaganza. We've got so many great things coming your way today, and we're very grateful that you've joined us. GearFest is all about bringing together musicians, engineers, producers, content creators, and manufacturers from around the world to celebrate our common passions for gear and music. More than 20 years ago, Sweetwater set out to create an event specifically for musicians, engineers, and producers where we could gather to experience all types of music and pro audio gear, learn from one another, mingle with artists, have one-on-one time with the actual designers and manufacturers of the gear we love, and above all, share that passion for music that I mentioned earlier. GearFest has evolved over the years into a two-day event hosted here on our campus in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This year, dozens of manufacturers have set up booths displaying their newest, coolest, and finest equipment in a trade show style setting where Sweetwater employees, sales engineers, and our in-house team of content creators can get hands-on with the gear, learn about it, try it out, and then we can bring you videos of the experience. Plus, we've invited an incredible all-star group of social media and YouTube content creators to our campus, and they'll be checking out the booths, Sweetwater's campus and studios, taking part in special events and experience rooms, and more. Then these social media stars will be sharing their GearFest 2023 experience with you with videos on all of their respective channels. There will be tons of GearFest content and videos headed your way in the coming weeks, and you can find it all using hashtag GearFest 2023. So what can you expect from day 2 of GearFest 2023? It's going to be an incredible day with appearances by Paul Gilbert, Marcus King, Butch Vig, Alissia, and many more, as well as booth tours with some of the biggest names in the music and pro audio industry. We'll be checking out new gear, visiting recording studios, and just having a ton of fun, including cranking up guitars through our fan favorite Marshall wall. Now I have to point out, this is GearFest with an emphasis on gear. That means 3 things. First, we're going to be talking about, learning about, and experiencing all sorts of great equipment all day long. Guitars, drums, keyboards, recording equipment, live sound gear, bass, DJ equipment. If it makes sound, or it's related to capturing or reproducing sound, then it's at GearFest. Second, and this is very important, GearFest is the best time of year to purchase the equipment you want and need for your studio or live rig. We've worked hard to put together a nearly endless array of special sales and deals that will only be available during this event. And using your Sweetwater card, you can get 0% financing for 48 months on your purchases. You can find out more about all the GearFest deals at sweetwater.com, or better yet, reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer. They have all the details on all the fantastic gear deals we're offering during GearFest. And third, which I guess is last, but maybe it's the most exciting, GearFest also means you could win free gear. Later in this live stream, I'll be giving you details on how you can enter to win an incredible GearFest Day 2 prize package. But to learn how to enter, and for more details on the prize package itself, you'll need to stay tuned. Okay, let's get things rolling. We're going to kick off Day 2 of GearFest 2023 with an excerpt from our tour of a beautiful recording studio located in Los Angeles, California. Mad Muse Studios is a 4,000 square foot gear lover's paradise owned by Matt Salazar. Mad Muse was designed with versatility in mind for music production, video production, and podcast production, and Matt will take us on a tour as well as giving us a rundown on his amazing collection of gear. After we leave Mad Muse Studios, we'll be heading to the GearFest trade show floor to explore even more gear. We'll pay a visit to our friends at the Tama booth to see what's happening in their drum world. Then we'll move over to the guitar booths and check out everything that's happening at the Fender booth, followed by a stop at the Marshall booth. We'll round out this segment with a look at why Sweetwater has become the #1 resource for drummers. Okay, it's Day 2 of GearFest 2023. We're so glad you joined us, and we've got an incredible lineup for you in this live stream. Without further ado, let's get started.
Centerpiece of the studio is our console. When we first built the space, we had brought over our SSL G+. And it was in our production mix room before that, and it just never really felt right in this space with tracking. We had a lot of these Cappy preamps that we had in outboard racks on the side, and when you're doing tracking, it's it kind of sucks to have to go to the outboard rack and then go back, and it's a lot of back and forth. And there's a reason why there's consoles in classic rooms and they work for it's the thing. So we sort of reimagined what it would be like to utilize our favorite preamps, EQs, and still have control digitally right in front of us. So we built, we kind of spent about 2 months with CAD designs and figuring out what do mastering consoles sound like, right? You have these reflections, and how do you like maximize, you know, ergonomics, but also acoustics? And this is what we came up with. So we have 32 channels of the Cappy preamps and EQs. We have 8 channels of tube Pultecs and 4 channels of the Neve 1073. For better or for worse, I'm not the guy that ends up ordering all this equipment in the studio. That falls to our studio manager, Zulma. And she just gets fed up with technical stuff real quick, right? I'm the technical guy. And the one thing Zulma loves about Sweetwater is she can give Mike a call, and it's super easy. And if I forgot something, or like, he's gonna come pick up, you know, all the little pieces and make sure whatever we're getting is delivered on time for the project we need, and is exactly what we'll need to integrate with every other piece of this equipment. So, you know, on a business level, Sweetwater makes it really easy to integrate the gear we need into the studio.
Greetings everybody, Nick here, GearFest 2023, hanging out with my friend John Palmer from Tama. Lots of great gear to show us. What do you got going on?
How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing great.
In the bright lights here.
Thank you, yeah.
So for Tama, we kind of did a good, better, best scenario of drum sets, and we have a lot of options. So here's 3 that we brought for this show. I'm going to start with this kit, which is our Stage Star kit. This is entry-level drums for Tama. They're popular shells. They come with this 5-piece configuration. So bass drum, 2 toms, floor tom, snare drum, comes with the hardware, comes with the cymbals, comes with the throne. The throne is a spindle style throne, so upgrade of what you see typically in these price points. Everything you need to get going except for drumsticks.
Okay.
So, but it's all right there, and a super great price point. So if anyone's looking to get into drums or transition from an electronic kit into an acoustic kit, super good option.
Awesome.
On the next tier up, this is our Star Classic Performer kit. So this is the entry into the Star Classic series. So what that means is you get die-cast hoops, you get the Star Classic lug, you get the Star Cast mounting system, you get the Star Classic claw hooks. So it's all Star Classic hardware on these beautiful drums. The shells themselves are hybrid. So it's they're maple birch hybrid, and 2-ply maple interior, 4-ply birch exterior. So nice warm tones. They're punchy.
Sure.
And you know, again, with the die-cast tubes, these drums just punch through mixes like crazy.
The finish is pretty awesome too.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a lacquer finish, and it is molten steel blue burst finish, and that's hand done in our factory. So this configuration is 10-12-16 with a 16 by 22 inch bass drum, snare not included, but we also offer a 5-piece configuration that has 10-12-14-16. And that one is a virgin bass drum. So we give the option with tom mount or non-tom mount.
Very cool.
And then
And then
this beautiful drum set.
Oh, yeah.
This is a factory vault limited kit. So there's 8 of these in North America. Sweetwater's getting 2. These are super special drums made in our factory in Japan. And this is our Star Maple series. The exterior ply is we call it a cerulean bird's eye blue burst. So it's all maple, 5mm 5-ply, and they have sound focus rings, which are reinforcement hoops.
Right.
Yeah, and all the Star through and through. Very musical drums, super fun to tune up and play and
just gorgeous.
enjoy. Yeah.
And you have some killer snare drums, some great practice pads, kits back there.
Yeah.
So get your rudiments together and get ready to play. But
Yes.
it's worth mentioning Tama's mic stands.
You getting a workout with that
I
one?
am. These
know.
are some burly mic stands, and these things work. We use them in Sweetwater's video studio, every day, and the recording studio. So these are worth talking about because these are really high quality and good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't even know we do mic stands. So we make pretty good drum hardware, we think.
Well, you make great drum hardware.
And
Yeah, for
so it's kind of a logical progression, right?
Yeah.
So this is all hardware based. So we really did a thorough market design and a desire to know what the market needed,
Yeah.
research, and came up with some super strong mic stands. They actually use our boom mechanism is something that we use on our quick lock cymbal
Right.
toppers. So it's interlocking disc compression. So you have a $1,000 mic that you don't want flopping on the floor. That's the way to do it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for showing us all this great gear.
It's great, Nick.
Have a great GearFest.
Always.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Hey everybody, Don Carr here at GearFest 2023. I'm at Fender and Fender Specialty Brands, and I'm standing here with Ronnie Mancuso.
How you doing, Don?
Good, man. How you doing, dude?
Too fabulous for words.
God, man, what do you got for us?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, show
Lots
it
of
off.
stuff going on. Come over here. You know, starting off, 140th anniversary for Gretsch, so that's what is represented here with this Gretsch Pro series. So 140 years with Gretsch, we call it the double platinum. So you'll see a couple of logos on that guitar that are very interesting. A lot of nice appointments to this. We've redone the Streamliner line. Okay, this would be the Rally, Streamliner Rally, so you'll see the radio knobs on that, the Supertron pickups, thumbnail inlays, just screaming Gretsch. Gretsch also added P90s to the Electromatic Jet series. So that's what I brought here today, a nice purple with P90s. EVH, can't go wrong with Wolfgang. You know, Wolfgang standard, really nice finishes. The checkered past with the Jackson, because we have a past. It's been a long time. Iconic series, EVH amps have been making a big rumble here. Very affordable, you know, $899 map, you know, on a 40-watt single 12 combo. Excellent sounding all tube EVH amp. And then one of my favorites is this Sweetwater exclusive Charvel. So you'll see it's in a stealth color. Reversed headstock. It has a baked maple neck on it, caramelized maple neck, so it feels like you've played it for about 60 years. Stays in tune like crazy. Lumile inlays, only at Sweetwater. So when you get a chance, call your Sweetwater sales executive and get in here and take a look at these guitars.
Okay, we've stepped over here to Fender with Gary Lanier. Gary, how you doing, man?
Good, how you doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you. What do you got for us today?
Today we're showing here at GearFest, we're showing a lot of stuff, but one of the things we're showing here is the Acoustasonic Tellies. Of course, the famous Acoustasonic done crazy great business with these guitars, and so we've got the newer acoustic Telly versions, and also the Paranormal series here. And here you're going to see the thin line reimagined, traditional Fender guitars reimagined with some modern features. And we've got a bunch of other stuff down here, but for more information, please contact your sales engineer.
Greetings, Nick, yet again, GearFest 2023, and I'm here with the artist formerly known as Charlie, Mr. Hugh Gilmartin, with Marshall Amplification. And tell us a little bit about what's behind us, because it's good stuff, my friend.
Thank you for that intro, pal.
My pleasure. Take it away.
Well, let's take a look at our new reissue pedals here. These are just recently released. These are a range of pedals, starting with the Governor, which was released in the late 80s.
Yes.
And that is a very kind of a hard clipping sort of distortion, kind of like a JCM 800 in a box sort of a thing.
Can you say Gary Moore?
He was the man who championed
Yes.
that. The name of the pedal, the Governor, comes from Jim Marshall's nickname around the factory and office there.
Yeah.
Next, we would step up to the legendary Blues Breaker pedal, which there are a couple of prominent guitarists who are a big fan of it. A low gain boost sort of a pedal. Some guys look at it as a leave it on sort of a pedal, set it and forget it, gives it a nice full thick sound. Then we've got the Drive Master pedal, which is essentially a later incarnation of the Governor pedal, but without the effects loop that the Governor pedal has. And then we have the Shred Master, one of your
Which
favorites.
is for country rock, of course.
Precisely.
The name says it all.
Exactly.
And what about this fine row of sublime-looking amplifiers? Tell us a bit about
It's our
them.
20-watt range.
Yes.
Essentially, we've got a mix of our studio series, the JCM 800 20-watter, as well as the 20-watt Plexi. Most of these have all of these have a lower wattage setting, about 5 watts as well, so they're great for both studio and stage and quiet recording environments, or as a lot of players have to play live now with in-ear monitors. So the demand is there for those guys.
Hugh, thank you, my friend.
Always
And,
a pleasure.
I've got all your artists formerly known as Charlie Records, and I appreciate them greatly.
As I have yours.
Thank you, sir.
Greetings everyone, Nick DiVirgilio here, and today we're going to talk about why Sweetwater is the best place for drummers to buy their gear and accessories. Here are some reasons why Sweetwater is the top choice for drummers. First, the gear. We have just about every brand you could think of. Fast, free shipping so you can get your gear quickly and hassle-free. We carry a wide range of accessories to complement your drums too. A huge selection of cymbals and hardware. We have percussion from the best brands in all shapes and sizes. A massive selection of drum heads, dampening products, practice accessories, band and orchestra drum gear, and a ton more, making Sweetwater a one-stop shop for all your drumming needs. We're constantly adding exciting new brands, custom order and small batch kits, and Sweetwater exclusives to our inventory, giving you access to the latest and most unique drumming products in the market. We have the best people too. Our sales engineers are highly trained and understand your needs and will guide you through the right gear for your specific requirements. We've got great relationships with our manufacturers. For me personally, it's one of the best parts of my job. Getting to know the great companies we work so closely with and getting up close and personal with their gear, like I'm doing right here today. It's a lot of fun and very inspiring, and this allows us to provide you with accurate and up-to-date information about all the products we carry. We offer free lifetime tech support, so you can rely on us for assistance with anything you've ever bought from us, even long after your purchase. Our website is the best in the business, and our website is designed with musicians in mind. We provide detailed product information, including high-quality photos so you can see exactly what you're buying. Our website also features over 60,000 articles and videos, offering you valuable product tips, demonstrations, deep dives, and comparisons to help you find the right gear for your style and preferences. To ensure you peace of mind, we offer a free 2-year warranty on our products, giving you added protection and confidence in your purchase. In conclusion, here at Sweetwater, we strive to provide drummers with the best selection of gear, knowledgeable sales engineers, top-notch customer service, and a user-friendly website to enhance your drumming experience. Thank you for considering Sweetwater as your go-to destination for all your drumming needs. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I'm Nick DiVirgilio, and I'm going to play some more drums. See you later.
GearFest is the best time of year to experience tons of gear and to learn how artists and studios are putting that gear to work to create incredible music. What could be better than that? Well, actually, I can think of one thing, and that's winning an incredible prize package of completely free gear. Now, yesterday, for day one of GearFest, we gave away an amazing package of guitar equipment worth more than $7,000. Today, for day two, we're taking things into the studio with a complete Atmos home studio package featuring everything you need to create an immersive recording, mixing, and monitoring environment right in your home studio. Later in this live stream, I'll be back with more details on this fantastic prize package and how you can enter for your chance to win. Next up, we have an opportunity to go behind the scenes with one of the hottest blues guitar players on the planet, Marcus King. Marcus is one of those old soul guitar players who's all about tone, touch, and expression, and his guitar rig is focused entirely on the sound and response he needs to play his evocative guitar parts and solos. In this excerpt from our rig tour with Marcus, we'll be taking a look at his storied relationship with the Gibson ES345, getting his take on vintage gear, and exploring the pedals he uses to create his signature tones.
I'd be completely lost without a tube screamer, so I always have a tube screamer on the board, and they're always great. It's just a regular old TS9, straight off the shelf. You can grab it just about anywhere. Sweetwater, I'd imagine. I travel not with not a lot of vintage gear, just because things are getting moved around a lot. All my old ones are at the house. But yeah, man, straight off the shelf, Ibanez TS9 tube screamer. Can't really go wrong with that. It's a great little boost for you.
No matter what level you are as an artist, engineer, or producer, my bet is that you love to talk about gear. I mean, we're completely obsessed with gear here at Sweetwater. Not only do we spend all day long talking to our friends and customers about their gear needs, but nearly everyone here is a musician or studio owner who has their own gear obsession. You can even bet that if you walk through our diner at lunchtime, most of the tables will be filled with Sweetwater employees talking about music and, yes, about gear. Now, the story is the same with virtually all the artists who visit us here on campus or who we meet at live performances and in studios. They all love gear. They all love to talk about their gear. Elise Trove, who uses everything from acoustic drums to guitars to basses to synthesizers to make her hit music. Cuco brings together an incredible range of influences in his music, from Latin styles to cutting-edge modern styles, and the gear he uses reflects that wide range, from brass instruments to 808s. Drummer Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots has outfitted his studio and live rig with an incredible array of gear that's tailored to exactly what he needs to make his music. And not only does virtuoso guitarist Tim Henson from Polyphia have a beautiful studio loaded with gear, but he's also breaking new ground in the guitar world with his signature Ibanez electric and nylon string instruments. We're going to make our way back to the busy GearFest trade show floor for more great booth visits. We'll stop by to see one of the greatest and oldest musical instrument companies in the world, Zildjian. Then we've got a special treat. JBL and Harman have brought their touring pro audio bus to GearFest, and we'll give you a look inside this fun and educational space. In the Seymour Duncan booth, we'll visit with the queen of pickups herself. MJ from the Seymour Duncan Custom Shop is here at GearFest. We've got lots to see. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Nick here, GearFest 2023, hanging out with Keith Laudieri from Zildjian. So many great things happening with Zildjian this year.
There recently.
Yeah, the 400th anniversary, some new gear, all kinds of stuff. So what's going on with these cymbals here in front of us?
So what we have here is our new paper thin crash line. It's going to fall under our K line. These are going to be the thinnest cymbals that have ever been in our catalog. And thin also means very, very durable. So these cymbals have a nice flex to them. They have a really explosive sound. Think, they can be used in a jazz setting. They can be used in a hard rock setting. They have a very, very explosive, loud crash to them, but they're also very delicate and buttery feel to the stick. And they decay rather quickly as well. So you have a really, really nice set of cymbals. These are all large sizes. They're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes from 18 to 22 inch. So you're going to have 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. All big crashes, all super thin crashes. You hit these, they feel great. They wobble for a while, but the sound just decays pretty quickly as well. So
they are nice.
You've played them before.
Yeah,
and
they feel great.
I've got a video of you playing them actually, and you're pretty blown away.
I got a big smile on my face.
You do.
Bet, for sure. And then what else? You got some other cool things
here? We have
here?
some other cool things too. We want to come back here so I can get these guys here.
Yeah.
We're coming out with a new line of drumsticks called the Vic Firth Terra series. Lastly, we have our 400th anniversary sticks. 400th anniversary. We have 4 different designs here that kind of commemorate the different eras of Zildjian cymbals throughout the years. So you can see those here. We've got a jazz stick, a 60s Brit Invasion rock stick, a classical stick, and an Alchemist stick. So these are going to be very, very cool. These are already available in the catalog, I believe.
Nice.
So yeah.
And some cool shirts as well.
And some cool shirts that match the sticks.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Keith.
You got
Lots of really great stuff. Have a great GearFest, and we'll talk to you soon.
Always do.
Thanks, sir.
Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. We're at GearFest 2023, and we're at a remote location. Harman has brought in their tractor trailer exhibit booth traveling thing with JBL and AKG, and our friends from Sound Marketing are presenting these tremendous products. We've also got a stage outside that we want to talk about. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you.
Thanks a lot, Mitch. Yeah, it's great to be here. Really trying to present a good area for the influencers to come and do some good content. We've got AKG on display, their headphones, microphones on the stage, and the SRX 900 system out front as well. So whole setup from our partners inside as well. Drum kits, stuff like that, so they can come out and shoot some content.
Right,
so
right.
Good time.
I was telling you earlier, but I actually took an SRX 900 system out for a gig about a week and a half ago. Man, what a fantastic system. It just sounded great.
Yeah, the SRX 900 it's a great system. It's really easy to deploy, and it's modular. Like we were talking, I think probably the system you took out was 2 SRX 906s over the top of 2 subs. Again, need that nice full range sound. So,
yeah.
And good, it's modular too. You can do that with just a single sub as well. Or if you want to fly up to 16 boxes aside, you're good. And you can do that kind of stuff. So powerful system. It's going to change the industry for sure.
Yeah, no, there's 2 different top boxes, right? There's the 906 and the 910?
Correct,
Is that correct? And what's the difference between those?
The one is a dual 6-inch box, and the other one is a dual 10-inch box. So,
okay.
Again, they're only going to work with each other as far as the system, but they are voice similar, so you can use them as front fills. So you can use the smaller 906 box as a front fill, like we do on our stage here. And then Anthony's using them at front of house to make sure that he has a good representation of what the audio sounds like as well. So
nice.
Using them in different positions and different ways to make sure that you can get whatever you need out of the system. So
yeah,
it's really
well,
nice.
you guys got the killer rig here because you have 4 910s on each side.
That's right.
And a total of 4 dual 18s.
We actually have 6 total out there. Yeah, we just wanted to make sure that we were giving a good representation amplification of the system.
Got to get that bottom end going.
That's right, yeah. You want to hear that kick drum, and it's got to hit you in the chest. So
Yeah.
it's good stuff, man.
So the influencers will come out, they can get on stage, you've got the instruments, they can put bands together and make music and play through the system. And
That's
check the whole thing out.
right, yeah. So we got bass guitar, acoustic guitar, all that stuff out there. If they want to get up, do a song themselves, or if they want to go out and listen to somebody else play, they can do that as well. So good spots for them to kind of do whatever their art is and then post it later. So
Yeah, and the full range of AKG microphones, you're using those to mic up all the instruments and everything?
Yeah, correct. We're using 214s as our overheads, and then we're using D5 and C7 microphones up front for vocals. Yeah, D112 on the kick drum, so you got to go there, right?
Yeah.
It's a great sounding kick drum for sure, or kick
Yeah.
mic. But yeah, so the AKG is in full representation. And actually inside the truck too, we have the AKG headphones, and we also have an isolation booth, so you can hear your own, each microphone in there and be able to hear what that's going to sound like. So
that's very cool. And the fact that you can just pull the trailer up and set it up, open the side up, and you got a stage there. It's very cool.
Nice and comfortable, and it represents what JBL and AKG and all the great Harman brands have done. So.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks so much for being here at GearFest with us. Looking forward to hearing some of the music coming off the stage.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a lot, man.
You bet. Thank you.
Yep.
And thank you for joining us. We're at the Harman booth with Sound Marketing. I'm Mitch Gallagher, and this is GearFest 2023. Hey everybody, Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater here. We're at GearFest 2023 in the Seymour Duncan booth with a celebrity. The queen of pickups, MJ, is here. It's great to see you.
Yes, nice seeing you too.
Yeah, you've been to Sweetwater before, but I don't think you've been to GearFest, have you?
No, not GearFest, but I mean, this particular set, okay, that belongs to Matt Duncan. I mean, I wound it here the last time I was in Sweetwater. As you can see,
oh, nice.
Sweetwater wound. So, I mean, yes, I've been here before. I love it. This is my life. This is where I put my heart and soul in everything that I do regarding guitar pickups. It's my passion, it's my love.
Yeah, it's so fantastic.
You know, and that's what I love doing. You know.
So you don't know this, but you've actually made about 10 sets of pickups for me.
Wow.
5 sets of Queen Buckers.
Ooh.
The ultimate PAF.
Yeah, the ultimate PAF. I mean, the Queen Buckers are usually designed after most of the PAFs that I had rewound through the 40 years at Seymour Duncan.
Nice.
So they're my pride and joy.
They are fantastic. I just love them. And you made me a set of the Alan Holdsworth pickups, the lower output ones.
Yes.
And others as well.
Those are the ones usually Alan used to use. You know? I know. I mean, Alan used to use some other companies, but I mean, he will always call me and wanted his Alan Holdsworth pickups.
Right?
Yes.
Oh man, they're so fantastic, and this is the way you do it. You're winding the pickups by hand and doing a lot of it by feel, right?
Yeah, and these ones right now in here, I'm winding. This is called the Joker. It's the 40th anniversary Strat set. Between Steve Miller and myself, you know, celebrating 40 years at Seymour Duncan and 50 years of the Joker.
Nice.
This year, you know.
Nice. So that's not the only special set that you've been working on recently.
No, I also made a set of humbuckers in conjunction with my love, Peter Frampton.
Nice.
You know? And a set of Telecasters with Pete Anderson. You know, lovely love. I mean, Peter Frampton. I mean, Pete Anderson. So yes, we have a set of Telecasters, a set of humbuckers, and a set of, the Joker straps.
The single coil,
The single coils,
yeah.
you know.
So after 40 years and working with so many artists, when they just tell you, do you know exactly what to do? How do you arrive at that?
I'm going to give you an example. John Bolin from Bolin Guitars, you know, calls me and says, MJ, don't tell this to anybody, not even to Seymour yet. But Billy is going to be playing a Strat. But, he needs a set of this pickup, which that particular pickup takes a ceramic magnet. And I said, no, I won't make that for Billy. But MJ, is for Billy. I said, yeah, but Billy is not a ceramic type of guy. Billy, you know, so then Billy calls me and says, MJ, John says that you don't want to make my pickups. I said, no, because he wants me to make you some pickups with a ceramic magnet. And with the woods that he's using for your guitar, and you're not a ceramic type of guy. He says, no, don't make whatever he says, make whatever you think, you know. Because when you get to know, me, I get to know the people, you know, like Seymour. Me creating notes of every single pickup that I make, and in getting to know the people, you get to know what their likes and dislikes, whatever they played and they won't play.
Right.
And with Billy, there's no exception. We've been working with Billy for, I think before I started at Seymour Duncan.
Wow.
So, I mean, Billy was right, and then that pickup became a model, which is the little, the Red Devils, you know? Yes.
Fantastic.
But they have to be with a nickel magnet and not with a ceramic magnet, yes.
You don't argue with the queen.
No, especially when you get to know your people, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, MJ, we're so glad you're here, and it's just so fun to have you winding pickups here on site, visit us here. It's always a pleasure when you visit us here at Sweetwater.
No,
So thank you very much.
This is my love. This is what I love doing, and you know, and giving the best of me. That's what I love.
Well, we appreciate it,
Yeah.
and congratulations on 40 years.
Thank you.
Very much a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All
Take
right.
care.
I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Thanks for joining us in the Seymour Duncan booth. 40 years with MJ. I'm Mitch Gallagher.
From the studio to the stage, Butch Vig is well known and respected as a creative songwriter and as co-producer for Garbage and many other artists. I mean, the man produced Nirvana's Nevermind, which has achieved diamond status. But he's equally renowned as the drummer for Garbage. On tour with Garbage, Butch has been using a Roland electronic drum kit rather than acoustic drums. Sweetwater's own drummer extraordinaire Nick DiVirgilio sat down with Butch to discuss his decision to go electronic on tour, how it's affected his playing, his approach, and more. Then it's back to the GearFest trade show floor to get hands-on with even more gear. We'll be talking about even more drums with our friends at Pearl. Then we'll jump over to the Paul Reed Smith Guitars booth to see their latest and greatest new guitars. Yesterday, in fact, Miles Kennedy was at GearFest 2023 to unveil his new signature instrument with PRS. Then, it's over to see the amplifier wizards at the Revv booth. From pedals to amps, Revv is all about giving guitarists what they need for their ultimate tone.
We're doing this at a very fortuitous time because I'm right in the middle of Garbage rehearsals. So I've been playing my Roland TD50X every day for the last 2 weeks.
Wow. And that's what we're here to talk about, right? You've had a long and storied career as a producer, of course. You've worked with some of the biggest bands in the world. But we're here to talk about you playing electronic drums with your band. But I do have one question first before we get there. When did you actually start playing drums? Were you a little kid when you first started playing?
I think I was about in 6th grade because my mom was a music teacher and she started me on piano. And then I saw the Who play on the Smothers Brothers when I was really little. And I started bugging my parents to get a drum kit. And so I think it was 6th grade. And first they got me like a cheapo Sears kit for like $50. And then I inherited, my cousin Carl had like a Beatles Ludwig kit that he had played in a band in college. And when he got a real job, he said, oh, you can have my kit. So I inherited his Ludwig kit, which was great. And that was, again, when I was probably in the 6th or 7th grade.
Nice. And fast forwarding up to when Garbage started in the mid-90s, you did that. I went back and looked at some of the old footage of what I could find. And even back then, you had looked like what sort of a hybrid setup, right? You did have some electronic pads with your acoustic kit. What was the drumming like for you in the band in the early days?
Well, it was tricky when we started out in Garbage because we wanted to sort of bring the sound of the records that we had done in the studio to live and didn't really even understand how to do that initially. I played a drum workshop kit and we bought a D-drum trigger and then I started loading in 8-bit mono samples into it that I could trigger from the acoustic kit. So we mic'd up the acoustic kit and then also we were able to blend in samples and it was kind of a mess. Honestly, the D-drum triggered fast. I think it was like 2 or 3 milliseconds, but it just did not sound that great. Like I said, it was mono 8-bit, kind of crunchy sounding. But that's really all we had that worked at the time, you know.
How did it improve over the years? When did you start really getting into using the Roland stuff? And I know right now you're using a complete electronic kit, cymbals and everything, but what's the progression? How did it get to that point?
Well, slowly we used more of the samples in the mix live. In fact, I think the last tour we did in 2012 probably was where I still played an acoustic kit. But in the mix was primarily the samples from the drums, and then the cymbals were from overhead mics being fed into the mix, and that to us sounded the closest to the Garbage records in terms of getting the drum sound that we were looking for. And then Roland approached me in 2016 about playing a TD50X, and I jumped at the chance because I had played them a few times in like showrooms or at NAMM or whatever and just thought they were great. I kept thinking, oh, I should get one to have in my house so I can just practice and not drive my wife crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Nick here, GearFest 2023, hanging out with the great Raymond Massey from Pearl. Lots of amazing, very cool new products from Pearl this year. I got to play on the new Masters Maple Pure not too long ago, and it was a fun experience. So tell us what's going on.
Okay, so what's going on for us this year is our all-new Pearl High-End Reimagined. We are have introduced our new RF1 Reference, which is a blend of both Reference and Reference Pure that we previously had. Comes with die-cast hoops and the thin Reference Series shells, and of course our R2 Air and your choice of either 7/8 mounts or the new L-arm, and I'll talk more about that later. Also our new Masters. We have 3 flavors. We have Masters Maple Pure that Nick just spoke about, which is our 4-ply shell with 4-ply re-rings. Our MM6 regular Masters, which is our old, it's like the MLX shell. It's our vintage classic Pearl sound that you would know Jeff Porcaro to play. It's a 7.5 millimeter shell, and our Masters Maple Gum. We streamlined all the features. They all come with our CL lugs, die-cast hoops, and Remo coated ambassador heads and Remo P3. Now, our commitment to high-end is so strong that we're stocking 5 finishes in each one of these series, and they all cross-pollinate. So let's say there's a finish that you like in MMG, but you want to buy RF1 kit. You can special order that as well.
Very cool. And now we got to talk about the new mounting system because it's cool and it's a first for Pearl. I mean, this is a typical L-arm, but it's a first for Pearl, and it works really well. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so what this is it's the new Gyro Lock L with a single twist of a key bolt. You get to and from action with the L. You also get 360-degree movement, and it will not develop memory like standard nylon balls. You know, after you set your kit up for a year or 6 months, you go to change it, and all of a sudden that round ball's an egg. That part goes away, and one of the best features is it's a 12.7 millimeter rod. So, of course, we wanted you to use it on Pearl stuff, but if there's other brands out there that you want to use it on, you can, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Very cool.
And this is also very new for us, and this is R2 Air. This is our new suspension mounting system, and it works off an axis point. It kind of moves the axis point into the center of the drum. The bottom half floats on 2 lugs. This floats on the bottom of the hoop, and regardless of tilt, it increases the sustain, I would say, 2-fold. And sustain's important because if you have it, you can control it. There's so many different kinds of heads and dampening
and all kinds of stuff, yeah.
If it's not there, you can't add it.
Right.
And it comes with if you have an existing Pearl kit and you got triple flange hoops, comes with this cool little adapter that fits right in the top. And also our damper disc. It comes with 4 of these, and you just install them here or here. The more you add, the shorter the sustain. This comes in your choice of either traditional 7/8 pipes or the L-arm.
Awesome. And last but not least, you got some cool snare drums and stuff, but you have something coming out later this year too. This cool little Midtown kit. So there's lots of cool things from Pearl this year.
Yeah, on Midtown, it's coming complete with hardware now. You get a bass drum cymbal mount. You get single braced hardware. The cool traditional sizes, a 10 and 13 toms, a 13-inch, 13 by 5.5-inch snare drum, riser, throne. Everything you need. And it comes with the optional bag set for the drums, and the hardware bag can be purchased separately.
Nice. That'll be out later this year, yeah?
That'll be out later this year.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all the amazing Pearl gear. Have a great Gear Fest, and we'll talk to you again soon, Raymond.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, Don Carr here, GearFest 2023. I'm in the PRS booth with Brian. Hey dude, what's up?
Great to see you again.
Good to see you too, man. Glad you guys are here.
Always love it.
Man, look at this booth, this is amazing. What do you guys got going here, man?
We squeezed a lot of guitars in a small space. It's like my basement. We've got a wide range of what's going on. Some new stuff like the Silver Sky Maple SE board, definitely a favorite of mine. Yeah. We'll talk about these in a second. What I'm holding is the SE 594. 594 is probably one of my favorite guitars out there, Desert Island guitar. Yeah. The SEs are just incredible bang for the buck. It looks like $1 million. You guys have some amazing examples of this to sell, so check one of these out. Right behind us, we have absolutely new, brand new as of this week. We have the NF53, 1953 inspired classic design, that started it all. Really amazing job of the team at PRS. The pickups sound beautiful, no noise. A nice Paul's modern twist on a classic design. This is the Miles Kennedy, built on the same platform. These are steel poled pickups. These have a more traditional Alnico magnet with a 5-way blade. Gives you all kinds of single and hum sounds. Some of his Miles Kennedy's personal touches, like pulling out the tone pot, goes straight to his rolled back tone that he needs to go to, so there's not twiddling with a tone knob, finding a sweet spot. The necks feel amazing. Right below this is one of my favorite newish amps from PRS, the HDRX. 3 versions of that. We have a 100-watt version if you really need to fill move some air. The 50-watt version is also killer. This is the 20-watt version. It sounds massive. We were demoing this in the auditorium, and this little guy was even like sliding off the thing. The little 20-watt was putting out so much low end. It sounds killer. The Sanzera, and down here on the floor, pedals. We've got an amazing sounding optical compressor based off of the LA2A, and a killer sounding drive and a dual flanger. The horse meat to me is probably my favorite EQ section on a drive. You can do push the low end, you can do the mid forward thing, really kind of a desert island drive to me. So lots of new exciting stuff.
Wow, cool, man. Excellent stuff. Thanks, Brian.
Always great to see you.
Appreciate it, man. Good to see you too. Thanks, everybody.
Greetings, Nick with Sweetwater here. We're at GearFest 2023, and I'm here with my buddy from Revv. Please let us know who you are and what you've got in your hand, because it's pretty interesting. Great backstory. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Sean Tubbs with Revv Amps, and what I'm holding is a pedal called the Chat Breaker. A little bit of story behind it. The reason it's called a Chat Breaker is we reached out to AI and asked
It's
AI,
taking over.
Yeah, hey, what would happen if we had them actually design the pedal? We'll just reach out to ChatGPT and see what happens. And about 4 hours of back and forth, we sort of had a design, and then Dan Trudeau, our head designer, took one look at it, and he was like, that's not even going to power up. So he could see that it was actually a blues breaker circuit.
Right.
So he took it, fixed it so it would power up, and then added some of his own grease on it, the Dan Trudeau thing, and it ended up coming out really, really cool. It sounds great, feels great, really dynamic, super open sounding.
So the AI designed a blues breaker, effectively.
It's basically a blues breaker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So no feeling, but plagiarism rules.
Exactly.
No, that's great. I've heard this. It truly is remarkable sounding. And one of the great things about having a human touch with Dan, in my opinion, is the human touch. Duh.
Yes.
As smart as AI gets, it can't play guitar. And if it did so, it would suck, because there would be no feeling, no heart, no human emotion.
Absolutely,
so this is a humanized AI.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, it just drips with tone. It really did come out nice.
Drips with tone,
It's just
and that,
fun
my
to play.
friends, is the saying of the show.
Drips with tone.
Sean, thanks for taking the time, brother.
Absolutely, thanks for coming by, Nick.
Okay, it's time to step into the spaceship, which is what multi-instrumentalist, producer, and DJ Alissia calls her home studio. From humble roots in Europe to her current career bringing the funk and soul into the modern musical landscape, Alissia has worked with an amazing A-list of artists including Prince, Quincy Jones, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, and many, many more. Her current collaborations include Ari Lennox, Khalid, Mark Ronson, Anderson .Paak, and many more. We'll be checking out her studio and her approach to music making in this clip, and you can see the complete studio tour and interview on Sweetwater's YouTube channel after GearFest. Then it's back to the GearFest trade show floor to visit our friends at sister companies Sennheiser and Neumann. Sennheiser is renowned for their microphones and always being on the cutting edge with wireless technology, and Neumann has one of the biggest hits of the year with their new MT48 audio interface. We'll see what they have happening at their booth this year. Then we'll drop by one of the most essential booths here at GearFest, the Gator Cases booth. If you've got gear, then you've got to protect it, rack it up, and make it ergonomic. Gator has solutions for all this and more. Let's check it out.
Music always had an important role in my life. In my household, Motown was always playing. I really got inspired by James Brown, Prince, Michael Jackson, and that really made me want to pick up music. I started playing piano when I was little, and then I moved from Europe to the US, and I picked up the bass and different instruments. And I was a big funk head, 70s funk head. I mean, from Bootsy to Cameo to Larry Graham, Louis Johnson, those were huge influences for me, and I was always nerding out on just bass lines. I'm an analog lover, as you can see. I really love like the warmth and the, you know, the feel of it. I love touching an instrument, tweaking knobs. That's really when inspiration strikes for me. Like, I get inspiration from different things, from life, from experience, but also really from gear and music itself. So when I get a new piece of gear, I'm like, oh, like nerding out like for hours on it and just like finding a cool sound, and then you come up with a line or something. So of course, like, you know, bass and guitars, that's pedals. I have a bunch of pedals that I really love. Some of my favorite gear, I would say probably the Moog Voyager. That's a piece that I really, really love. Incredibly rich sounds, and again, the filter, envelope, everything. You can really, oscillators, you can really tweak and get such a wide type of sound.
Hey, Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater here. We're in the Sennheiser and Neumann booth with our friend Andrew. It's great to see you, buddy.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, it's been a while. Andrew actually plays drums in a band that I'm in, so we saw each other for rehearsal Monday night.
Yep.
But now we're hanging out at GearFest and checking out the super cool gear you got going on here.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited. We're showing basically most of our newest products. So we have our KH150 monitors, which are AES67 compatible now. Really super monitor, voiced really closely to the KH310. We also have the MT48, which you did an awesome video on, which continues to get more and more views. Our kind of our flagship microphones, we're just showing those to let people remember what Neumann is all about.
Right.
So, you know, our M49V and our U67, again, just staples in the industry. As we move around here, we actually have some loaner gear available that you can check out if you're an influencer, and you can come by and check it out and use it for your recordings.
Oh, that's very cool.
And then moving on to the EWD product. So EWD is our new standard in digital wireless products. It's not new, it's been in stock for a little while, but what is new is the newest member of the family, which is the EWDP. So it's a photo unit, it's designed to be mounted on a camera, and the thing about it is they've got many ways to connect it. So it comes with this, what we're calling a cheese plate, with 3/8 inch and 1/4 inch holes, so you can mount it on a rig like I have here. It also has a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, so you can mount it anywhere you want there, and it's magnetic. So with the cheese plate, it actually has a belt clip that comes with it, so if you're a mobile recordist, you can actually stick it right on your belt, clip it on there, and you're good to go. So again, very versatile in the installation and mounting options. The menu system is something they designed to make very quick and easy to use. So it's one layer of menu, so you don't have to go through multiple layers. You can get where you need right away, because when you're talking about film and video, it's, you know, minutes are frames basically, so it's got to be quick, got to be fast. One of the other great features is you can keep track of your battery life using the BA70 rechargeable battery. It'll actually show you time as opposed to percentages. So if you're going, how much do I have left to shoot? Well, you can actually see hours and minutes of both the receiver and the belt pack right on the display, so you don't have to go running to look at the pack itself. It uses Bluetooth sync, so if you need to sync it, all you do is hit sync. You hit sync here. You don't have to hold it in front of the thing anymore. It's just ready to go. And I'll try to move along here. So being part of the EWD family, it actually has all the same features and benefits of EWD. So no companding, 56 megahertz bandwidth, so you can use it reliably in more places and get better signal in more areas. So if you're traveling, very, very good for that. And if you need to go with 2 channels, you simply stick it on magnetically and you're ready to go. It also comes with your your 1/8" cable, which I have here, but it also comes with a XLR if you need to use that with say a standalone recording system or an XLR based camera.
Fantastic. Sennheiser thought of everything.
They did.
That's
they
a
did.
super cool solution for film, for video, for content creators.
Absolutely.
Very cool, Andrew.
We're excited.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, man, have fun with the rest of GearFest.
Thank you very much.
And there's so much cool stuff going on, but a lot of it's happening here in the Neumann and Sennheiser booth. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for stopping by.
You bet. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.
Hi, Daniel Fisher here at 2023 GearFest at Sweetwater Sound. I'm here with Rob at Gator. Tell us what you got new.
Always new stuff from Gator, something for everybody in the band. This year at GearFest, of course, featuring new products that have hit the market hard. So this is our new mini vault for guitar players. Probably the most exciting product to come out of our Indiana factory in the last few years for guitar players, because everybody's been hitting me up, all the big artists, all my friends that work at guitar manufacturers. How can I get my hands on this? It holds 2 solid body electric guitars. People are flying all over the country with them, and the idea is it is the best way to get your guitar to the gig safely. And then of course, when you're playing, it makes a great stand to have on the side of your performance area. This is the lid, secures those guitars in really tight, and actually the magnet links to the back, so when you are on a big festival gig, you don't have to worry about losing that lid behind the stage. So the guitar vault's out there now, obviously available through Sweetwater, and been one of the bigger intros for 2023. And then also showing off some pro products that you don't get to see at every music store, you don't get to see every day. We have so many pro guitar players here that we wanted to feature one of our touring products, the Guitar Stand 4. This has been a tried and true design for Gator guitar players, and we also have a version available for 6 guitars. So if you only have 4 guitars, call your sales engineer. We'll find more guitars for you to be able to build that out. But another pro product, and of course featuring some of our more popular Levy's straps. But the cool thing about all of this setup with every member of the band is we're tying it all back to the launch of our new line of cables. CableWorks, this is our headliner series. We've got gold plugs, we've got color-coded ends, so everybody in the band can get their own channel, making it really easy at a front-of-house application, and we have that all set up to see, oh, okay, I've got, yellow, that's my keyboard. These are also the lowest capacitance cables on the market, so really a high-quality offering with a lifetime warranty. New from Gator CableWorks, the Headliner series. So we have them available for every member of the band, whether you're miking up the drummer or you need a balanced cable for your keyboard player. This is one of our more popular, kind of unique dual stand keyboards. This one is in red, so very flashy, lets that keyboard player kind of show off a little bit, but also very adjustable. So if you are using smaller synths or you need to get the right angle for your particular instrument, very useful stand for anybody needing dual manual setup. So that's the Keyboard 5100. It's available in black too if you don't want the red version. And then of course, one of our most popular stands. This one gets a lot of use both for kick drums or for desktop stands. That's the Mic 0821. So kind of just playing the hits here at Gator. This is, you know what? This is something for the drummers. This is the large stick deluxe bag. The cool thing about this, plenty of room, faux leather exterior, so really durable, and it's hidden in there somewhere. It comes with the stick quiver, which is a really cool way, that's hidden in there somewhere, to, I think I've actually got it mounted to attach spare sticks. We're gonna do an edit on that one. Oh, there it is, you found it. You found it, thank you. Saved by Becca. The fancy camera work. So that's something you're not going to find on any other stick bag. These are available now from Gator as well. And we're going to bring it all home with our military spec Titan series case. If you're a bass player, if you're a guitar player, you've got a J bass, a PRS, a Les Paul, whatever you have, we have a custom cut Titan series case for it. The absolute best protection for your instrument. You seal this thing up and it's military spec. So if the airplane's going down, you want to be inside this case, your guitar is going to survive, take it with you anywhere. That is the Titan series electric guitar case basis. So that's a little bit of what we brought out at GearFest. Of course, Gator, over 1,000 items, so hard to cover in one time, but appreciate you coming out and seeing what's new, including the new line of CableWorks. Thanks,
Rob,
Daniel.
thank you very much. Everything you make makes gigging better, so I really appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Have a good one.
It's that time in the GearFest 2023 Day 2 live stream that I know you've been waiting for. It's time to announce how you can enter to win the Day 2 giveaway prize package. You could be the lucky winner of an incredible prize package that comprises a complete 7.2.4 Atmos home studio rig. It's everything you need to turn your studio into an immersive music creation environment. The Day 2 giveaway package includes 7 of Kali Audio's LP8 V2 monitors for mains and surrounds, 4 Kali Audio LP6 V2 monitors for height, and 2 WS12s to punch out the low-frequency instruments and effects. All this will be driven and managed by an Apollo X16HE from Universal Audio. The latest updates to the Apollo X16 give it complete Atmos compatibility, allowing you to manage your full 7.2.4 environment easily and with perfect control. Plus, you get a huge suite of Universal Audio's UAD plugins as a bonus as well. And we're also including the final and absolutely essential piece of the puzzle, all of the mounting hardware you need to position your new monitors perfectly in your room, courtesy of our friends at Triad Orbit, who make stands and mounts for any conceivable application and situation. All told, the value of this premium Atmos giveaway package is nearly $12,000, and it could all be yours. To enter to win, open up a new browser window so you don't miss even a second of GearFest, and then click over to gearfest.com/win. Before you submit your entry, be sure that you check out all the rules and limitations on this promotional giveaway. Then enter and cross your fingers that you'll be the lucky winner of the GearFest 2023 Day 2 giveaway prize package. Good luck. Now, as I mentioned, you'll want to keep this GearFest live stream open in your browser when you go to gearfest.com/win to enter the Day 2 giveaway, because you don't want to miss a single second of everything that's happening here at GearFest 2023. For one thing, I'm excited to get back onto the GearFest trade show floor and explore more booths. We'll be entering the world of cymbals with our friends at Paiste. I mean, who knew there were so many varieties and so many types of cymbals, each with a distinct musical purpose? It's truly a drummer's dream booth. Then it's on to the Yamaha booth. And with Yamaha, it's hard to know where to start because they cover so much ground and all of their gear is state of the art. From keyboards to drums, guitars to trumpets, live sound, digital mixers, there's always a ton of cool equipment to see when Yamaha's around. Then, speaking of tons of cool gear, we're going to step into the packed booth hosted by Akai, Denon, Alissia, and Headrush. There's so much to see in this booth with something for every musician, engineer, and producer, and content creator. But before we head down to tour those booths, we were recently privileged to have a visit from drummer Aaron Spears, who's known as one of the quintessential in-the-pocket drummers on today's scene. Aaron is also a Grammy-nominated producer for his work with Usher, and he's held the drum chair for Usher both live and in the studio as well. His list of credits ranges from Lady Gaga to Lil Wayne, from Carrie Underwood to Chaka Khan, and Aaron has fully embraced the fantastic line of Ludwig drums, and in particular his new Ludwig Legacy kit.
Greetings, everybody. Nick here, GearFest 2023, hanging out with Tim from Paiste. How's it going? Great to see you.
It's great to see you.
It's always great to see you.
Thank
All
you
kinds of cool offerings you brought from Paiste here.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you got going on?
Well, we did this for GearFest because we know that the drummers that are here and the folks that will be playing and influencing everyone have a wide variety. What we decided to do, rather than have anything new at this particular show, we brought a wide selection of sounds, everything from very, very dark cymbals to very, very bright cymbals, from very thin to kind of heavy, so that the drummers and the customers from Sweetwater can experience a huge array of sounds.
And there is a big array of sounds from Paiste.
Yeah. I mean, we're very proud that we kind of have the widest sound palette for drummers.
Okay.
Going from a very bright cymbal like a 2000 to like what Josh Freese is using.
Right.
To masters and the very, very dark things. So we want to have a palette so that any drummer can find their voice, and because Paiste cymbals are made by hand, because they're consistent, they can have that voice as long as they want. They can go out and play a show, and if something gets broken, no problem, they can replace it. So we brought a bunch of cymbals to show off all of those sounds. So yeah, so that's what we got for you.
Very cool. And we have some great influencers here this week, so you're going to definitely hear the Paistes in a bunch of different scenarios. And
we've got some great artists here, and they're really looking forward to shooting content for Sweetwater.
Awesome. There you go. Paiste cymbals. Lots of great sounds. Thanks so much, man.
No problem. Thank you.
Andrew from Yamaha. Lots of great offerings from Yamaha this year. Tell us what's going on in the booth.
Well, we got some new stuff. We got our flagship new FG9. This project I personally am near and dear to, with some new stuff like Adirondack spruce on the top, a new awesome bolt-on neck joint that has only benefits in my opinion. Basically this thing is a hand cannon. 2 different versions with mahogany back and sides and another version with rosewood back and sides. Let me put this down real quick and show you our exploded version, where you can come and check out what the inner workings of the guitar. See how we do it, you know. So you can come and steal our designs if you want, you know. But we could showcase our bolt-on joint and how everything is made. Basically, like show you inside and out how this guitar works, and come by and play it and become a true believer in Yamaha acoustics.
It's cool to see the inner workings of an instrument like that.
Oh yeah,
put together.
Yeah, all Adirondack bracing on the inside too. You can see all solid wood construction. You can even feel the Japanese rice paper here, and I always tell a funny story. And we went through dozens and dozens of samples of what type of paper to use for the label. That's how in-depth R&D right? we take it seriously.
That's great. Cool.
Moving on to some electrics, if you want. We'll start over this way with the Revstar line. We've got a wide selection, as you can see, from our more affordable versions to our exclusive high-end version for Sweetwater here, and some THR 30 amps with some new wireless headphones, which are pretty cool, coming out soon. The Revstar, I don't know the names of the colors off the top of my head, but
they look great.
But yeah, this one gets a lot of attention. I mean, how can it not?
Yeah.
One of my favorites, it actually has some subtle racing stripes down the middle, like the previous versions of the Revstar did.
Very cool.
Stainless steel frets, chambered body, which I can show you over here. We'll pan back this way. This is some new cool stuff we're doing with that. Just like we do with acoustic guitars, we can tune a piece of wood. We do 3D imaging, 3D simulation, and a lot of physical measuring of the guitar body and its resonant qualities. So not only does this look cool, but it also serves a purpose. So all of this chambering reduces the weight and tunes the body to the specific frequencies we want to highlight. And then the neck also has carbon fiber reinforcement in it for stability. And so this is under the hood of what's in those Revstars these days. So I don't know.
That's great stuff. It's cool to see the insides.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
It's not just a solid piece of wood. It's tuned.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Lots of great gear, some cool offerings. Have a great GearFest.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking to you more soon.
For sure, definitely.
Thanks, everybody.
Greetings, Nick Boca with Sweetwater. Welcome to the In Music booth on day 2 of GearFest 2023. You've just heard the amazing Al Joseph. If you haven't heard of this guy before, go to MTV, click out Crown Royaled, his first single out on there. It's brilliant. Anyway, thanks for showing me up, my friend.
Good to meet you.
Please tell me about the Headrush Prime you've just jammed my mind with.
Yeah, the main thing is you can do amp cloning, pedal cloning on this thing, full on, grab your favorite amp, put a mic in front of it, and you're ready to go. Your favorite pedals, everything that you love using in your real life rig goes straight into here. The next thing is this is the most powerful vocal processor on the market right now. So if you're a badass player and a singer, then you can do both of those things at the same time. Another thing I love to do with this thing is playing my backing tracks straight into this thing. You can actually hook up your computer or your iPhone or your iPad or whatever and rock your backing tracks straight through this rig and play at the same time.
Now, the big question is, will it clone you?
We're working on that. I hope that. I hope so. Then that person can play, that AI can play instead of me. I won't be fucking up.
No, it will have no feeling. Thank you for the time, my friend.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, what's happening, you guys? Credit to Will here from Sweetwater. We are at GearFest 2023, day 2, and I'm here with my guy John at the In Music booth. How you doing, bro?
Good, and yourself?
Awesome, man. I'm doing great, enjoying everything here at GearFest. So, tell me a little bit about what you got going on, bro.
Yeah, so to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Akai, we've brought out the MPC 1 Plus and the MPC XSE. This is our newest piece of equipment here. Obviously, it has the new red colorway, 4 times the amount of storage space, and if you really want to step up to the big boy, we've got the XSE. This has 48 gigs of internal storage, about 6,000 VST sounds, over 2,000 different drum programs. I mean, you really can get going with either one of these. They make production really quick, smooth, easy, and intuitive to accomplish.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Yeah, I know we did a video on this bad boy right here. So, yep.
Yeah, if you want an in-depth view of this, definitely check out the video that D. Will and I did.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. It's always a pleasure stopping by.
Absolutely.
Man. All right. So what's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
Well, how you
awesome,
doing?
man. We
Yeah,
still
good
at
to
the
see
In
you.
Music booth. Bro, tell me what you got going on over here, bro.
Okay, so later this month, we're going to introduce the Prime 4 Plus. This is the flagship controller for our company. It is also the flagship of the entire industry when it comes to a standalone controller.
Oh, wow.
So by standalone, this does not need any computer whatsoever. Throw away the computer, just stay here.
Wow.
Now, that said, if somebody wanted to use a computer, this can be used as a controller for Serato, Serato Pro, for virtual DJ, but the big focus is on the standalone capabilities. I have the ability to stream from Tidal, BeatSource Link, Beatport Link, SoundCloud, even your own personal Dropbox, and just released with the Prime 4 Plus, you have the ability to stream from Amazon Music Unlimited.
Oh, wow.
That's really big. We have a SD card slot here, 2 USB slots. I could even put an internal SSD drive or internal hard drive on here on my personal one. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. I have Bluetooth capabilities, and coming up very, very soon in the summer, we're going to be able to do stems. We're the only company that is going to allow you to do stems on a standalone product.
Wow.
Standalone is really big for in music. We have our standalone products with our Numark Mixstream Pro. We have a whole line. We have the Mixstream Pro and the Mixstream Pro Go, which this is battery operated, take anywhere you want, as well as with our SC Live 4, which is what I'm showing right over here.
Awesome, man. Well, bro, this is amazing. Can't wait for this thing to come out, hit the market, see how it does. I appreciate you for your time, man, as always, Chris.
Yeah, we love you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
Guitarist Paul Gilbert is a good friend of ours here at Sweetwater. He has to be one of the most unassuming, down-to-earth, virtuoso music stars on the planet. He's been out to visit several times, he's recorded at Sweetwater Studios, done workshops here, shot videos with us, and so on. We love his music and his playing too, so when Paul has a new project in the works, we get really excited. His latest project takes the music of the late, great, much-missed vocalist Ronnie James Dio and re-envisions the songs using his guitar to exactly emulate all of Dio's vocal stylings. It's an amazing demonstration of skill and expression using 6 strings. It's very inspiring, and I think you're going to love it. Then, we're back to the GearFest trade show floor to visit our friends in their booths. In this segment, Mark Stykos will give us a tour of the products his company Audio Alchemist represents, including Dangerous Music, Manly Labs, Ex Machina Soundworks, Chameleon Labs, Jamrax, and Trident. Mark always has a ton of drool-worthy gear on display. Then it's off to one of the grand old guitar companies, Martin Guitar. Building on more than 180 years of legacy, Martin is innovating and launching new products all the time. We'll check out their latest when we visit their booth. Then we'll stop by to see American Music and Sound, who represent brands including Focusrite, Kurzweil, Nord, and many more. Their booth is a blast to visit, so let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. We're at GearFest 2023 in the Audio Alchemist booth with our friend Mark. Great to see you, buddy.
Hey, man, always a pleasure.
Always, and you're always styling.
We're trying to keep, no one is going to entertain me except myself, I determined, right? So that's what I learned in COVID.
Styling at GearFest. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Well, man, you have the cool gear.
Thank you.
So you're representing Manly, you've got Dangerous, Chameleon Labs, Jam Racks, right? These gorgeous racks, and Ex Machina as well. Tell us what you're doing here at GearFest.
Well, for me, when I was coming up, I could never hear stuff, right? So it was always impossible to check out, a $5,000 compressor or equalizer, right? So I try to bring stuff so it's all interactive. So people can even bring their own tracks. They can either pop in their iPhone, jack in, and we can quickly audition just by hitting buttons, right? I can flip through all the outboard gear. They can hear what it's doing. They could Dropbox or send me an airdrop, and I can play it in here. Then we can actually record what they've done, so they can play with their tracks, take them home, listen to it, see how it affected it. We've got the Manly mic set up, so they could sing with the track. They could, again, bring their own tracks. I've got some karaoke tracks if they want to sing with those as well.
Right.
They can check all that out. They can obviously listen to the Ex Machina speakers, hear how their mix performs on something, hear how revealing it is to them. So that's really the whole idea, is just to make sure that any way they want to plug into the system, they can get access to the system.
Right, right. So, man, you have just tons of drool-worthy gear here. So, it's kind of an unprecedented opportunity to have 4 Manly compressors and being able to ABCD just compare those.
In a touch of a switch. So I'll do, for demos, I'll just have a drum kit set up, and I can drop down all 4. I can bring up a vocal track. You can drop down all 4. You can hear, okay, L up, pushes the vocal forward. Mu kind of tightens it up. The Very makes things warmer, hear all the different characteristics just instantly.
Right, right. And are the microphones set up so that you could sing through along with the tracks and do the whole thing as well?
That's the point. They're all set up. We can switch. Again, we got the mic made, so a touch of a button, I can switch between each one of the microphones instantly. They can sing with their own track. I've got backing tracks. We can record all that.
Right.
Or I've got it set up so it can actually go to a camera. I've got a mini plug. I've got a TRS jack. I've got XLRs, whatever they want to. We can feed right to their system.
You thought of everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to, man.
Accommodate every possible combination of incoming gear.
I hope so, man. I want to, spread the gospel.
Yeah,
so
that's so cool. Well, it's tough at GearFest for us to do a video and capture all those differences and things. But I think we need to get you back in and let's do some videos where we show the differences among some of these different pieces of gear.
Love to do it next week.
Fantastic equipment, and like you said, you just don't get an opportunity.
Yep.
To ABCD compare it all
with your own tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic, Mark. Always a pleasure.
Right. Thanks, brother.
Thanks for being at GearFest. And thank you for joining me here in the Audio Alchemist booth. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.
Hey everybody, Don Carr here, GearFest 2023. I'm in the Martin booth with Dave. Good to see you, man.
How you doing, Don?
Good to see you.
Great to be here.
What do you guys got for us, man?
So we just launched a number of new guitars, basses, ukuleles at the NAMM show in Anaheim in April. And if you want, we can kind of go through and look at what we just launched. So we'll start with Life is Good ukulele. We partner with the folks at Life is Good. Came out with a new soprano ukulele. Really cool, fun little instrument. HPL. Comes in a very sustainable little gig bag, which is fun. We expanded on our junior series. First time we did a junior bass. Short scale, 24-inch. Either a dreadnought or a triple O, either a sunburst or natural top. Really cool. Comes in a soft shell case as well. These are really neat. These are 2 Sweetwater Select, as we call them, specials that we're doing just for you folks here at Sweetwater. Nice. Made of exquisite koa back and sides. Beautiful, beautiful instruments in either an SC or a Grand Performance Cutaway package. As you can see, beautiful sunburst that we put on the top, full gloss, comes with the LR Bags Anthem system as well. We expanded our junior series into a Street Master. This is the Triple OC Junior Street Master. Again, smaller package, short scale, fun little instrument in the worn look of a Street Master. So on the traditional side, we'll head over here. Brand new D28s and D18s, but with a satin finish. Traditionally, our D28s and D18s come with a full gloss, but now we have them available in satin finishes. in either a natural top with aging toner. We have the amber burst finish as well. And now also the Street Legends. These are really cool instruments where the tops are inspired, the visual wear are inspired by some of our most iconic Martin Museum pieces. So we'll take a piece out of the museum, 1937, 1941, D18, and we'll replicate that top using something called digital microburst technology. Thank you, Don. And it looks like they're guitars from the golden age. So really cool.
Wow, that's cool.
But we're gonna have Trey run through one of these.
I hear we have a special guest here.
We do.
Yeah, let's
Trey
check that
Hensley.
out.
Trey Hensley.
Hi, Daniel Fisher here at Sweetwater's GearFest 2023. I'm here with Chris of American Music and Sound, and they're showing us some of the amazing new things. I'm told everything's new here.
Everything's new, all new, 100%.
What do you got?
So thank you for dropping by. We got the Hercules T7. The T7 is a brand new motorized fader controller for Serato DJ and DJs from Hercules. Revolutionary in that it brings motorized platter DJing to a price point that has never been seen before, sub $1,000. This ships with Serato DJ Lite. It's going to be available in September. And then going on here to Reloop. Reloop, we have the brand new Mixon 8 Pro, which is a flagship 4-deck controller for Serato DJ and for Algorithm DJ. And also the Reloop Flux. The Reloop Flux is a DBS box for Serato that is currently the only DBS box on the market that allows you to take time code vinyl and use it with any mixer, regardless of whether it supports Serato already.
Now I'm here with Doug, who's going to show some of the new keyboards.
Thanks, Daniel. Welcome, everybody. So this is the new Stage 4, which we introduced about a couple of months ago, I think. The new big thing with the Stage 4 is each model has physical drawbars now. So before, instead of having the push button, you've got physical drawbars. There's also, this one comes with 2 organs, 2 pianos, 3 synths, and I believe 6 different effects. Is this correct? Yep. And another big addition to Stage 4 is it now has the triple sensor key bed. So a big with aftertouch, so a big upgrade from the Stage 3 model. So available now, all 3 models, Stage 488, 273 keys, one with hammer action and one with semi waterfall keys. And then we're also showing the new SP7 Grand. This is the Grand piano version from Kurzweil. It's got a 7-inch touch screen, 256 polyphony, 2 gigs of memory, and is also a USB interface as well. Here, this is the Studio Logic Numa X piano. Comes with 4 different zones. This is a fully wooden key, so great for anybody that loves the grand piano feel, acoustic feel, will love this product. So this is the Numa X Piano GT. This one is $1999.
Thanks, Doug, and thanks for all the new instruments.
Thank you.
I spoke to you earlier in this live stream about how much we enjoy getting to talk gear with artists of all levels. But there's a whole other side to this. Yes, the artists love to talk about gear, no question about that. But there are members of their teams that are sometimes even more deeply involved with the gear, especially in live performance. And this includes front of house engineers, playback engineers, monitor engineers, backline crew, and more. For example, we had a chance to check out Post Malone on tour, and his crew, including monitor engineer Trayvon Snipes, playback engineer Willie Linton, and front of house engineer Burton Ishmael, all shared their perspective on the gear it takes to keep the touring world turning. Neil McDonald, the longtime front of house engineer for Rival Sons, gave me an in-depth tour of his mix world out in front of the band. It was especially fun because Neil had just picked up some new Universal Audio gear and he was very excited to get it integrated into the Rival Sons rig. And it just goes to show that no matter what level you're at, we all love and get excited about new gear. An essential part of many touring shows these days is track playback, as the bands work to recreate the experience listeners have with their albums, but on the live stage. Coley Bolin from 21 Pilots showed us the meticulous care it takes to build a reliable, accurate playback system that syncs with lighting, pyro, video, and more for a complete multimedia experience. Putting on a major touring show takes an incredible amount of work and an amazing team to pull it off. Our thanks to these amazing engineers for sharing a small piece of their world with us. Whether you're on stage or making the show happen from front of house or monitor world, you have to be able to rely on your gear. From microphones to speakers, mixers to monitors, in-ears to stands and cases, your gear needs to be 100% all the time. And it's the same thing with the company you purchase that gear from. You need to be able to rely on them, trust their recommendations, know that they'll deliver what they promise, and that they have the support to back everything up. And that's where Sweetwater comes in. We're musicians and sound engineers ourselves, so we know only too well the pressures of a live performance and what it takes to make it all happen and to make it sound its best. Here at Sweetwater, we've got more than 4 decades of experience as a retailer of pro audio and music gear, and in fact, we operate 4 major performance venues right here on our Fort Wayne campus. I'm here in one of our massive training centers right now with the stage and the console behind me. We're more than just a website or a showroom. Sound is what we do, day in and day out. There's no place better qualified to help you find the solutions you need for your live sound systems and applications than Sweetwater. From a mic cable to a full concert system, we can provide what you need. In fact, we have a design, build, install, integration wing that can handle everything from small clubs to multi-million-dollar performing arts facilities to major sports arenas and stadiums, and even the latest technologies such as networked audio and immersive audio live performance systems. The key to all this is experience, expertise, and continual training. Our sales engineers receive 13 weeks of training before they begin their careers, and then do more hours of continuing education on live sound gear every year. We're that serious about it. Plus, we have groups of sales engineers who've undergone in-depth training on major consoles, including Yamaha Revv, Allen & Heath D-Live, Digico, and lots more. And we work side by side with every major live sound manufacturer and vendor, so we have unrivaled access to information, specs, and training. Many of our vendors even have in-house reps with offices right here on site at Sweetwater. But what if you're not in the market for a major stadium install? We're here for you at every level, from novice to pro. We have everything every musician needs to put on their show and get the music out there sounding as great as possible. Even if what you're looking for is a single cable or a single mic stand, you'll still benefit from what we call the Sweetwater difference. This includes Sweetwater's legendary customer service, tech support, free 2-year warranties, buyer's guides and support information, fast free shipping, and our best-in-class selection of gear in stock and ready to ship to you right now. Plus, you'll always have access to your personal expert sales engineer who can guide you to the best products for your needs, help you find the best solutions, and serve as a reliable resource for whatever you need to build your live sound rig. Sweetwater sales engineers take a systems approach to serving your live sound needs. This means they'll ensure that everything connects, it's all compatible, it all works as it should, and it provides the solution you need. When you're in the market for live sound gear, you can't take anything for granted. The most important thing is to choose a retailer who gets it, who understands live sound at every level, from sidewalk busking to clubs, churches, and stadiums, and no one else can offer all that and more except Sweetwater. So please, give us a call, talk to a sales engineer, or visit sweetwater.com. We're here, ready, and waiting to provide you with the best solutions to your live sound needs. Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. We're at GearFest 2023. We're in the Shure booth with our friend Paul. It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And man, you guys got microphone world going on.
Oh yeah,
here.
we brought it all out.
It is crazy, crazy. So the new GLX-D Plus, you know that I'm using one of those.
Yeah.
Absolutely loving it with my guitar.
Awesome.
And, but that's not everything you've got here. Tell us what's going on in the booth.
Yeah, so we're just showing off everything that we've got available, some of our new stuff. We've got the new GLX-D Plus, we got the pedal system and tabletop, and then we have the rack back here. So we have several different systems, so it all depends on what your application, your needs are. We have different solutions for that. And it's a great system. It operates in 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz, so the 2.4 range can get really crowded in some areas, especially in churches and bars and stuff where they have a lot of Wi-Fi routers and a lot of people on cell phones. So being able to switch over to that 5.8 is much cleaner, a lot more channels available, and so you're pretty much guaranteed to not have any dropouts or issues or problems.
Right, which is fantastic. Yeah. And that actually brings us to a couple of other really important new things that you're showing, which are Workbench and also the scan library.
Yes, yeah, so we have our new wireless Workbench 7. Close that out. So we have the new wireless Workbench 7, which is, people have been using wireless Workbench for quite some time. It's great for frequency coordination. Not only can you add Shure products to it, but you can add in Sennheiser Audio-Technica, Telex, Clear, any of the wireless systems you can add to it for doing a frequency coordination for a large event. So our new wireless Workbench 7 has a dark mode on it, so you don't have the bright screen. It's got a new, whenever you first start it up, it has a dialog window that opens up so you can create a new show and adjust your network settings, that sort of thing. But the best part about it is that we have a scan library. And so what that is that you can do a scan in your area and then upload it to our scan library. So if you're going out on tour and you're going to visit certain cities or certain clubs, you can go into our scan library and see if somebody else has done a scan in that area. And then you can load that in and do some frequency coordination before you get on site.
Nice.
So you can do a scan every time you go into a new place, upload it to the new scan library, and then you have that available to you, plus everybody else's scans that they've been doing. And so it really helps with doing offline frequency coordination to advance shows and tours.
Yeah, and if you go back to the same location, you're covered because the library's already got your scan in it as well. So yeah, fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Shure does more than wireless. You've got your full assortment of wired mics are here.
Oh yeah, we brought all the
stuff.
wired mics out, and obviously for content creation, we set up a little podcast stage with our new Shure boom arms that we've got going on here, a partnership that we did with Gator. And so we're showing off all the microphones and just trying to create an environment where people can come in and have fun, do some performances, test things out.
Check it all out.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks so much for giving us the tour. It's been a pleasure to visit with you, and so much cool stuff going on from Shure.
Awesome.
Great to see you.
Yep, good to see you too.
And thank you for joining me here in the Shure booth at GearFest 2023. I'm Mitch Gallagher. Hey, Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater here. I'm in the Universal Audio booth at GearFest 2023 with my friend Rob. We go back a few years. A few
More
decades.
than a few decades would be accurate, yeah.
Well, man, you guys got the cool booth going on here. You got music happening. Tell us what's going on.
All right, well, we set up the UA Jam stage.
Okay.
So the idea was we borrowed a set of drum kit from Roland, and then we have our UA effects pedals. So we've got our amp modelers, we've got our new, like the Delverb and the Galaxy and the Max pedals that just came out in April, along with our whole family, 9 total UA effects pedals. So
nice.
The guitar player can pick up a guitar and play, jam along with drums. We brought in Kenny Crouch from Los Angeles to play keys for us, and he's showing our new Electra 88 Rhodes. It's a 74 Rhodes emulation with all the goodies and toys, as well as piano and organ and the other UA effects virtual instruments.
Sure.
So then we also have a bass rig over here, where with a Max pedal, the Max pedal is a 610 preamp into 2 compressors, like an 1176 and an LA2A. Is what we have set up right now, so we can get a nice bass channel in. Also, we're capturing all of this to Luna in the background. So we've got a recording rig where whatever jam happens, we'll capture video, we'll capture audio, and we can make a recording right here in our booth.
Fantastic.
Now, we also have some new microphones. So back in the back here, we have, well, we'll start here. This is our SD1. It's been around for a bit. We have the P1s, the Sphere modeling microphones that came out in January, and then we have the 3 brand new Bach microphones, including the UA 187, the UA 167, and the UA 251. And then that's all kind of coming into this rig, which has Luna, and you can demo the modeling software and hear yourself with the headphones and check out the microphones and all of that. So.
Fantastic. Well, you guys got it covered from the source all the way to the final recording. Yeah. And you can do it all in one booth at GearFest.
All in one booth
Pretty
at
impressive.
GearFest.
Pretty impressive.
Make music. That's what we do, right?
Well, how about if we hear some music? Let's
sounds
get a little
fun.
jam
Why don't you
session
pick up a
going.
guitar and play with us?
I think I'll sit in.
All right.
Thanks for joining us in the Universal Audio booth. I'm Mitch Gallagher.
Sweetwater's video team has really been on the move lately. We've traveled the country and beyond to bring you some of the coolest behind-the-scenes video ever seen, with visits to many of the marquee manufacturers in the Sweetwater family. Now, it's one thing to see the products, to hear about them, to see them demonstrated, but it gives you an entirely new perspective to see what it takes to actually design and build those products. It's fascinating, it's educational, and because we're all admittedly obsessed with our gear, it's a lot of fun to see. Some manufacturers are still doing it old school, where one person builds a piece of gear from the ground up. Others take a completely high-tech approach with high-speed, computer-controlled production equipment that maintains absolute precision and consistency of manufacture. But most music and pro audio companies take a sort of hybrid approach, using old-school, hands-on craftspeople where it makes sense, and then automating processes where possible to increase efficiency and to control costs. I and the video team have been fortunate to visit a number of our manufacturers, from the super hands-on team at Dr. Z Amps that builds each amp one at a time, to Manly Labs' hands-on tube studio gear assembly, to Taylor's highly efficient system for crafting their acoustic guitars that still uses a ton of handwork. We've made the trip to Oregon to see how Breedlove Guitars makes their incredible acoustic instruments, to Asheville, North Carolina to visit synth manufacturer Moog Music. We hit Long Island to experience how D'Addario makes their huge array of strings from raw materials. We visited Santa Cruz to check out Universal Audio's world of pro audio and guitar pedals. In England, we visited premium monitor manufacturer PMC, and we've even made the trip to France to visit Focal and Arturia. For drummers, we hit DW Drums and the Remo factory, and guitarists will get a kick out of our look at the Fender Custom Shop. We've also spent a lot of time at a factory that makes one of the most ubiquitous types of products within so many other products, Cinemag transformers. I recommend taking some time to check out all of the many factory tours that we've captured and posted to Sweetwater's YouTube channel. There are a lot of them up there, and you'll see different things at each of them. But one common thread runs through all of these factory tours. Every one of Sweetwater's manufacturer partners truly cares about what they're doing and the products they make. And they want you to be completely thrilled when you buy one of their products from Sweetwater. That's why they work so hard and strive so diligently for excellence. It's truly inspiring to see.
Hi everybody, Richie Faulkner here, coming to you from Sweetwater's GearFest. Me and the Gibson crew couldn't be more excited for this year's event, and to celebrate, we're launching my all-new signature Flying V Custom right now. And to commemorate this year's GearFest, every one of my Faulkner Flying V Customs from our friends at Sweetwater will have a special signed COA inside. And remember, With every purchase of this guitar, a portion of the proceeds will be donated to a couple of very important charities that are very close to my heart. So contact your sales engineer for more details or go to sweetwater.com. Pick one up and let me know what you think.
I'm Mitch Gallagher here from Sweetwater. We're at GearFest 2023 with our friend Fady in the SSL booth, the dream booth I was calling it, because man, this thing is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we've been getting so much traction with these, and a lot of people love them.
Yeah. I mean, just the workflow that you have with a console like this, and then of course you can integrate the UF8, so you've got control surface there as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've been showing the UF8 installed into it. There's a lot of clients who are doing their own creative stuff. Like some of them are putting the UF8 down here, doing some of their own customization. So, yeah, it's always great to get that feedback from customers.
That's so cool. Yeah. So tell us what else you have going on in the booth here this year.
Yeah, so what we figured is we'd feature the Origin. We've got two scales of it now. We've got the 16-channel one and we've got the 32-channel one.
Right.
The UF8, of course, is all over the place because that's been our flagship control surface.
Sure.
We've made a number of updates to the 360 software. Version 1.6 is about to release in a few weeks, so there's even more stuff coming down the line with that. And over here on this side, we're showing our outboard equipment and the Big 6 mixer, and of course the UF1, which we just rolled out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We did a fantastic video on that.
Thank you very much. It's such a cool control surface.
Yeah,
it's just fantastic.
Yeah, and we've designed something for someone who is primarily thinking about a small scale control. They need access to their plugins, they need access to their digital workstation, and then when you marry it with the 360 environment and all of our other plugins, it just comes together smoothly and dynamically, just like it would on a big SSL over there.
Yeah, it really is amazing the way that all works together with the 360 as the hub for the whole thing. It is like working on a console. I mean, it is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did something right 50 years ago, and we just keep coming back and doing it again.
That's right. Bring it into the virtual world. Yeah, fantastic. So much great stuff going on here, and I know the sales engineers can come in and check it all out. We've also got YouTube influencers here. Content creators are coming in and checking things out, so they get a chance to sit down at the console and do a little mixing while they're
we've got a whole bunch of very familiar tracks that people can sit down and actually mix on. We've got a whole system working over here, so people can actually sit down and work on this session as well. So yeah, everybody is welcome to come out and check out all the gear, and
so fun. So fun. What a great opportunity to check out the SSL gear in person.
Yeah.
Great to see you,
thank you.
Always a pleasure. Enjoy GearFest.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining me in the SSL booth. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. And with that, we've arrived at the end of the GearFest 2023 live stream. I mean, can you believe it? It boggles my mind how fast the time has flown. It's been a complete blast, and I really don't want it to be over. It's been absolutely incredible to spend this time with you, our friends from around the globe, with all of us sharing the same overwhelming love for music and gear. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end, even this live stream. But the cool thing is that even though the live stream is coming to an end, that doesn't mean that GearFest 2023 is over. In fact, just the opposite. We've got a ton of videos that we'll be posting covering all sorts of things going on at GearFest. And the all-star cast of content creators that were here at Sweetwater attending GearFest are going to head home and start posting all the content and videos that they've captured over the past few days, and that'll be showing up on their respective channels. You can expect to see a lot more GearFest over the coming weeks, and you can track it all down on your favorite social media platforms using hashtag GearFest2023. Plus, you'll be able to check out full versions of all the videos you saw clips from during yesterday's and today's live streams. But also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you find all our interviews, gear demos, factory tours, rig tours, tutorials, and so much more. The massive annual GearFest sale will also continue to run through June 27th. Not only will the great GearFest deals still be available, but you can also take advantage of 48 months 0% financing on your GearFest purchases when you use your Sweetwater card. GearFest truly is the best time of year to buy the gear of your dreams. You can find all the GearFest sales and deals at sweetwater.com, or better yet, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer to learn about how you can save big with GearFest sales and deals. So what a day it's been. It's hard to pick out what my favorite thing was from today. I mean, I love the booth tours. Most of us just don't get the chance to hang out one-on-one with manufacturers, and those booth tours are a great way to experience that true trade show vibe. And I have to say, Paul Gilbert blew me away with his emulation of Ronnie James Dio's vocals on his guitar. It was inspiring to hear from a mega producer and drummer like Butch Vig, and you gotta love the groove of Aaron Spears on the drums. I love to visit studios, so seeing Mad Muse Studios was a real treat. Clearly I need to get a lot more recording gear and amps to keep up with those guys. It's also inspiring to hear what it takes to build a touring guitar rig from a player like Marcus King. I mean, I could go on and on. It's amazing how many great things we saw today and throughout GearFest 2023. Before we close things down on this live stream, I have to give a big shout out to the entire Sweetwater team. Everyone here works so hard to bring you GearFest each year, and they do it because it's a real joy to share our passion for gear and music with musicians, engineers, producers, and content creators from around the world. It really takes an army to put this together and to make it run smoothly, and Sweetwater has the best team anywhere making it all happen. Thanks to all, and I'm honored to be part of this amazing team. Next week we'll get started planning GearFest 2024, so get ready. But most of all, thank you for tuning into the GearFest 2023 live stream. Wouldn't be much of a show if you weren't here with us, so thanks very much. We want to thank each and every one of you for watching. GearFest always leaves me so inspired and excited about gear and making music, and I hope you're feeling the same way after watching this 2-day live stream. Remember, the GearFest sale continues, and don't forget to subscribe to Sweetwater's social media and to use hashtag GearFest2023 to seek out all the content creator videos and posts on your favorite social media platforms. Thanks again for joining us for GearFest 2023. I'm Mitch Gallagher, and as of right now, the GearFest 2023 Day 2 live stream is in the history books.